Hey guys, this is Team Spice OTK, and it is Austin here, and I'm going to actually bring you a ban list video today. So the ban list was released yesterday at about 10 o'clock last night, I believe, somewhere around there. Maybe an hour or two before. I saw it around 10:30. And yeah. So first off, this is the one effective April 1st. So in about 10 days. So in about 10 days, and it is effective until July 13th, 2014, which is actually kind of odd because even though we are doing the, what is it, 3 or 4 lists per year, it's kind of odd that they're giving us one for basically a month and not even a half. But if you look at this page right here, if you see this, July 11th through 13th right here, it is actually the World Championship qualifier for North America. So basically, the TCG will switch lists after our qualifier. So let's get started on the list. Basically, the new banned cards for monsters are Morphing Jar and Morphing Jar number 2. Probably wasn't expected, really. I don't see a lot of people who are expecting those two cards to get banned. And then when it comes to other cards, there really were no other banned cards, which is, again, kind of odd. Usually they ban, like, at least a couple more. Usually they ban something that's making your deck a top deck, but they decided not to. As for limited, they limited Coach Soldier Wolf Park, which I think is actually a good limit. Fire Fists are really fast with them, and it looks like they're going to have to be more into a mixed build with 3 and 4 axis now. They won't be able to just run the 4 axis because Wolf Park's at 1. They did limit Mermail Viscount, which I think is actually really good. But I also think they should have done a little bit more to the deck, because as you can see, they didn't really hit anything else for Mermails, just Gundy, which I think they could have probably hit Sphere, put it down to 1, which wouldn't have been too big of an issue, really, especially for me. I love Mermails, but I think they are a little bit OP right now. And with the rest of the cards limited are Rekindling and Infernity Barrier. Rekindling, kind of a shocker, but kind of not really. It was a main deck. It was a main card in the 3X build, and Infernity Barrier, basically just eliminating an annoying deck that hasn't really been top, but it's been there. Infernity can be there if they want to be, depending on the build, depending on the player. They can be there, and it kind of just limits that. And then Necroface and Heretic Seal of Convocation are now semi-limited. Heretic Seal, frankly, I think it should have gone limited. Not a lot of search cards are actually getting hit, really. Tenki's still at 3, and then Heretic Seal was at 3. I think it should have gone to 1. The deck is really good, Heretic Rulers. Necroface, I guess putting it semi-limited is not going to kill anybody. It's not as an effective card this format, and hasn't been in recent formats. And then the cards that are not on the ban list anymore are Magical Stone Excavation, which means really the only thing that I could see is like Exodia maybe getting a plus, but frankly, if you play Exodia, you're not playing Yu-Gi-Oh, in my opinion. You're playing Solitaire against yourself even more than if you're playing Prophecies. And then Primal Seed, which is actually pretty interesting, but again, who knows what will actually happen with that card. What do I think about this ban list? This ban list is definitely different. Usually Konami does a lot more to hit top decks to try to change the format. They didn't really ban anything. They banned, what, 2 cards? 2 cards that really haven't changed the format at all. Could in the future. They didn't hit Gear Gears. I thought they were going to probably, like, limit armor, but at the same time, if they did that, they might not have gotten the sales they would with Primal Origins coming around, and the new Gear Gears in the set. I think they probably should have hit it, just because of the fact that Gear Gears with armor are really good. But again, it's their choice, not ours. I think that, frankly, again, Mermails did get off pretty easily. They probably should have lost like a Sphere or something. Maybe a Tias, who knows, depends. But they're still really fast. One Gundi, only having one Goondi isn't going to stop them. There are multiple cards that can get you your Goondies at a grave. They search everything out anyway, so getting a Goondi to hand really fast is not hard, especially since it is a level 3 Mermail monster, which half the deck searches out easily. A lot easier than when Dragoons went down to 1. And they have cards like Salvage, and they have cards like Abyssurge, who can recycle it. So it's not really a big hit to me for a deck that has been topping a lot, and has been big, especially with Patrick Hogan playing it as of late. And again, I think the Fire Fist hit was appropriate. The Wolf Bark, maybe hitting Tanky to slow down other decks as well, because a lot of decks do use Tanky still. Boojins use Tanky, stuff like that. I think there should have been a lot more moves in this ban list, especially since usually there are about twice as many moves, because there weren't many moves in this ban list. But again, this is only a ban list for about a month and a half, and it will only be effective really from April until our WCQs, and we will have a completely different list for Worlds and for next season. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down what you think you like or you dislike about the ban list, what you thought should happen, all that good stuff, and hit that like button, and definitely subscribe to us, guys. We do have our deck profiles. We are going to be doing a lot more games, like recording duels and stuff, all that good stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching.